Okay guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make a Mexican firecracker. And the things you will need are at least 4 ring caps that look like this, braided fishing line, a piece of paper, nail polish, any color, any kind will do. I just used this kind because it was the first thing I pulled out of my mom's makeup bag. You will also need a needle, or in this case I'll be using the pointy end of a pin, scissors, an envelope, and a lighter or matches. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take your paper and you're going to want to cut a piece out of it, and it doesn't matter how big, as long as it's somewhere away from this pink line going up and down the paper right here. And yeah, so you're going to lay your piece of paper down, and you're going to take your needle or pen, and you're going to, well, this part's kind of hard and it would take me a very long time to do, so I'm just going to instruct you guys on how to do it. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the part of these caps which have the white protective cases on them. You're going to want to put that side down on your paper. And excuse me if my dog interrupts, but he might jump up here and be stupid, but I hope he doesn't. So if he does, we're just going to have to deal with him up here. He's just going to be in the video too. So anyway, you're going to lay the part with the white protective cases down on your small piece of paper. And then you're going to take your pin and you're going to poke a hole in the back of each one of these cap heads. And what that'll do is, and you want to make sure you keep it on the paper. He just got up on the bed. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your piece of paper is under him, so when you poke the hole, the powder comes out, it's going to fall onto your paper. You want to make sure you can keep your paper and stuff grouped together, or your powder and stuff grouped together. And once you're done, if you have any of the white protective cases still in these heads here, you're going to want to try to knock that out with a needle. And then you're going to take the needle, and there'll still be some powder in it. So what you're going to want to do is you want to stick it in there, stick it in the head, and then swirl it around to mix the powder up, and then pour it onto your paper. And in some matches, or some of these little caps, there will be these little white circle papers inside with the gunpowder. Take those out. Those help a lot. And they're actually inside these. So yeah. And then after you do that, eventually you'll have your gunpowder. All the gunpowder and sometimes those little paper rings that I was telling you about. And you want to make sure it's all grouped together in a little pile, and you're going to set that off to the side. And now I'm going to show you how to make the fuse, but I'm not going to do this in my bed, because this is the part where we need our nail polish. So we're just going to move the supplies that we need into my, it's kind of like a place where my mom doesn't care if I get anything messy. Kind of like a workstation, if you would call it, where I make all my stuff like that. So yes, and here we are. So what you're going to want to do is you have your envelope, your nail polish, and your fishing line. And what you want to do is you want to take your envelope and you want to fold it in half like I've already done and press it down tight. The next thing you want to do is take your nail polish and take off the lid. Oh, this is hard. I'm going to have to sit. There we go. And you're going to want to take off the lid. Like that. Alright, so let me just... Yeah, you are going to want to take off the lid. And then, once you're done with that, you want to take your fishing line right here. And you want to cut a small piece off. Actually, make it a little bit long. I'll show you about how long it should be. So yes, you're going to want to cut it right. This already has like a built-in cutter thing, on floss or something, like dental floss. You're gonna want to make it about that long, and that's kind of weird, but about that long. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lay it down on your paper. And you want to take your nail polish. And you want to take the lid off. And make sure, well, actually, before you do any of this, you're going to want to shake your nail polish up until you hear that little bead shaking in it. And then you take it off. And you take the lid off. Now you have your little nail polish thing. And you want to just pretty much paint the string here with it. And you don't have to worry about getting all sides, because usually it'll just seep all the way through it. You just want to make sure you get it all evenly coated on there. And yeah, I'm going to have to set you guys down for another minute because it's a lot harder than it looks. Yeah, just make sure that you get your whole string covered with it. And yeah, this is your fuse. And I'm just warning you right now, this is a very fast burning fuse, so you want to make it pretty lengthy. And yes, make sure you're doing this on your envelope that you folded in half. And you don't have to use an envelope. You can use like cardboard or a couple pieces of paper that you're not using. Anything like that. And I'm going to put one more layer of nail polish on this, just for good measure. And now we're going to leave that here to dry. And that'll only take about a few minutes, around the time that we'll finish our firecracker. So we're going to head back into my room. And, sorry, my TV's on. And we're back into my room. And my dog's still on my bed. And so now, this is where your scissors come in again. And like I said, you should, if you're using notebook paper, which like I said is really helpful, you should see like a pink line running up and down the paper. Kind of shows your margin. And you're going to want to cut up that. And I'm going to do that right now. And I'm going to have to set you guys down because I'll probably need both hands. Now this doesn't have to be perfect cutting either, but it helps if you make it straighter. Alright, so now you have this, just a strip of paper. So now what you're going to do is you want to take the tip and you want to fold it in, and you want to fold it over like a triangle this way, like that. Yeah, like this. So you have it like that. Then you're going to take your paper, and then you're going to take the whole strip, and you're going to want to fold it over like that. So you have something that looks like this. And then what you want to do is, you want to look inside this pocket that you made. Hold on. I think I might have messed up. Nope, never mind, I didn't. And after you fold it in, after you fold the whole strip over, you should have a little pocket in it. And then what you're gonna do is we're gonna take our pretend gunpowder here, and what we would do is we would kind of fold it like this, kind of like a taco or something, and make sure all our gunpowder runs in the middle, and then we would pour it into this little pocket in your paper here. And then what you would do is, after you have all your powder in there, we're going to walk back into my work table because our fuse is probably dry. And what you would do is you would take your fuse, and then you would kind of run it along the bottom. Oh, hold on, it fell on the floor. You would take it and you would run it along the bottom of your gunpowder, but then you would make sure you go in from the corner up here. So it should look like this. And then you would keep folding it like a triangle. So you would take your whole strip of paper again, and then you would take it, well, you could just take this and fold it like this, like that, and then you would take this end, and then you would fold it down here, like that, and then you would keep folding it until you have a little triangle of paper. And this is actually a very bad one, so your guys' probably won't look like this, but I did mine in a hurry, so this one's going to look pretty bad. It should end up looking something like this. And then what you would do is, let me head back into my room. There's a lot of like switching from place to place here. And then what you would do is, you would take your tape and tape all the ends that you need to make it stay together. And then you would put a good layer of tape around the whole thing, but make sure no tape is touching your fuse. No tape is touching the fuse, just put a layer around the whole thing, but make sure none is touching the fuse. That is very important. And then you would take your match or your lighter, and you would light the fuse, and then it would of course explode. And I have another video of this. I will not show you I will not show you lighting one of these. That's on a separate video. But yeah, if you want to watch it, it should be somewhere in there. Yeah. So that's how you make a Mexican firecracker. And yeah. Alright. See you guys.